Today's Dishin' It is sponsored by Price Cutter. Local matters.
Welcome to Dishin' It. You ready to dish it, Brandy?
Got our onions, we're twirling them. What are we doing?
If you dance with your food, that's a good sign.
Yeah, unless if you have this knife. This knife is sharp, so.
They're really pretty.
Yeah.
Today on the menu, because guess what? Pork is on sale at Price Cutter. You need to check out the amazing sales. Check your flyer. Go to PriceCutterOnline.com. Check out the deals, but pork is on sale, so why not make some pork fried rice? And here's the recipe on your screen right here. And Brandy?
It's pretty easy to make, right?
Very. I think it's pretty simple.
we're doing it.
Well, if we can do it, Brandy. And you know what I just found out? I did not know this. Brandy's my friend, but I've never asked her what her favorite genre of food is. What is your favorite?
It's Chinese food. Like,
Are
I
you
crave
kidding?
it. We just had it last night, and I feel like pork fried rice is so good, but it doesn't get the love of it because you always think of like chicken fried rice.
Yeah.
So
there's the picture though. That's what we're
That's what we're making.
That's what we're gonna
How
try
is
to make.
all of this on this table gonna look like that? It's gonna look like that. I believe in us.
That's our goal. Okay.
Believe in us.
That's the goal. Okay. So first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn on the skillet.
Okay.
If you
I'm
can,
chopping an onion. Okay.
Yes, half a white onion diced, please. And I'm gonna get the ground pork going.
You really have faith in me.
What? I do have faith in you. And I will say this, I love onions, so if you feel like doing more than that, you are more than welcome, because I love, oh, I'm missing a trash can. At some point, I will put this in a trash can.
Ooh, I'm gonna start crying. I haven't cried this much since I watched The Notebook.
There we go.
Okay,
Mr. Adam, if you have time at some point to grab the trash, I just want to get pork juice on everybody. Brandy just said, please don't get pork juice on me.
Oh, I didn't say that. I was talking about me crying with this onion. And I said, I haven't cried this much since I watched The Notebook. I'm not thinking about that. But look at, ooh, I'm dicing. Look at me dice. So so ground pork. That's what that is.
Ground pork, yes. Mr. Adam, you were awesome. Thank you so much.
So we got the ground pork going here.
You are amazing, sir.
You know what?
And the pork juice shall go in there.
Do you know what I did when I was little? I had a box, and I carved a square out of the box, and I'd get in there and pretend that I was in the TV, and I was having a cooking show. So, like, this is childhood dream come true. Like, I'm making food on TV.
Brandy, that has made my morning.
I know, I did. It didn't have a name, though. I should have named my...
You should have named your cooking show. Because guess what? Here at Ozarks Fox AM, we make dreams come true.
That's right.
Every day. Whether we're cooking or giving stuff away.
This is really happening.
It really is. Okay, this is taking a little bit longer to heat up.
It's okay. And you want to cook the pork thoroughly.
Oh, of course. You know, I had a friend, I think she was joking. She was talking about how she just made a chicken breast, medium rare.
Stop it. She's joking.
Surely she was joking. Surely.
Oh my God.
Just saying. Do not do that, guys.
Do not.
Cook the chicken and the pork thoroughly.
So we've got this onion diced.
That looks amazing. Look, you are a really good dicer.
I always wanted to like where they hold the knuckles. Oh, look at my hands on TV. If I could like do that. You know how they, Julia Childs?
Yes.
She's like, I'll chop the onion. The onion's over there. Okay, so here's a question. Am I doing these two, these green onions?
Now those are for, when it's done, we're gonna sprinkle those on top.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And it says to do 6 green onions chopped, but that will come. Now, the other thing you can do, Brandy, if you want.
Open this? I can open a can.
We have chunks of pineapple, but here's the thing. I kind of want to cut the chunks into smaller pieces. Because I don't like giant chunks.
Oh, and we're gonna drain this juice.
You can drain it right here in this trash can if you want.
Look at me.
There you go. Oh, yeah. No, I didn't, here, use that. Sorry, I didn't plan ahead. Okay, Adam, you're making a face. Does this smell, Adam?
Oh, I smell it.
What is it?
No, it smells like pork.
Okay,
Like,
I was like, there's nothing in here but pork. I think. Let me turn this down now. Okay. Does it smell like plastic in the studio?
No.
I can't smell.
You're giving away all of our secrets. If we accidentally put plastic in there, they don't need to know.
We won't tell you.
Yeah.
No need to.
I like the idea of cutting these pineapples up smaller.
Do you smell anything, Jake? Okay. I don't smell, I'm nose blind to our food sometimes. You know when you are around something and you don't, you can't, everyone's like, oh, I smell that, but I don't. I'm wafting it to producer Jake. He's just come down.
No, this is happening.
So, Brandy, do you mind telling us, viewers, you said you grew up in Kansas?
Yeah,
What
Valley
part?
Falls, kind of outside of Lawrence.
Okay.
So go Jayhawks.
But yeah, you went to school here, though.
No, I moved here when I was, yeah. So we moved from Kansas to Branson. We'd always come here on vacation, and my parents got this wild idea, like, hey, let's just move there. They didn't have a plan, so me as a parent now, I'm like, well, that's kind of reckless. But at the time, we're like, yeah, let's go. And so, yeah, so when I was 9, we moved to Branson. And I was like, holy cow, I can wake up every day and go ride go-karts or do all the things.
Ah.
Yeah.
That is lovely. And so what did you do? So you moved to Branson. You met your hubby
at... Then I had Missouri State, and so I studied broadcast journalism. My career actually started at Color 10. What? In this building, y'all.
Is it like homecoming for you?
It was, yep. It was when they were starting the 9 o'clock news. It was an hour newscast, and I was the kid out of college, and they said, make this show what you want. And...
Were you scared? That's a big task.
Oh, yeah. I was fake it till I make it.
Amen.
You know,
amen to
I was
that.
like, oh yeah, I can do this, and it was such a fun run. And live TV is so exciting and just joyful, and the people were amazing. And but
what
then, you know,
a big task!
Yeah, but then I started having kids, and you know, getting home after the evening news, it was getting late, and so jumped over to the PR side, and here we go.
And there you go.
But yet, I love things like this because it still gets to feed that.
Yeah.
That fun journalist.
Still get to have that outlet, if you will.
Exactly.
To doing that. That's so cool. I did not know. I kind of actually admire your family now, just moving to Branson.
No plan. Like, Mom and Dad, like, what?
Who does that?
I did. My mom was a nurse,
scared.
and so she got a job at the hospital down there, and my dad sold real estate, and then they opened a wholesale bakery. How random is that?
Wait, your parents are bakers?
Yeah. Well, they were back then. They had
a
wholesale bakery. They delivered donuts to hotels.
That is I love your parents.
I'm telling you what.
Do they still live in Branson?
So my mom does, yep. So my dad passed away in 2015, but yeah, my mom's still there and just living life in the Ozarks.
Loving the grandkids, I'm sure.
Yes.
Your grandbabies.
Oh
my gosh.
Loves.
You did, first of all, you are like a master chef right
See,
here.
all those years practicing in my cardboard box on my cooking
That
show.
makes me so happy, Brady.
I'm telling you what. And look at this, this is good.
Okay, here we go. Look at that chopping shot.
I honestly don't think I've ever had, what's the difference between ground pork and sausage? Just not spices?
I think the spices. I really do.
Is that what makes it?
Because I love like Italian sausage.
Because this looks like sausage.
It does, but it's just the plain pork with nothing in it, which I think will be good.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
Okay, Brandy, are you gonna judge me when I say this? When I make this at home, I love to make Spam fried rice.
Spam doesn't get the love it deserves.
Thank you, Brandy.
Spam and eggs, that was like my childhood.
I love Spam.
Yes, and it had the, remember it used to have the little key that you had to.
Oh, Brandy.
I remember the key and opening up.
You're walking me down memory lane here.
Telling you.
Okay, guys, when we come back, we're gonna take the sausage out, start sauteing the onions, and then combining everything to make an amazing pork fried rice.
And it's gonna look like that picture.
If it doesn't, so help me.
Don't
No,
do.
it will. We'll be back.